Welcome to Middle Wani, Vitek here with one and only Jeremy Spencer of Five Finger Death Punch. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you.
And it's must be a really great feeling within the band that you're finally returning to Australia after 2 long years. Now, exactly from today, we have 1 month left. Excited, in terms of coming back to one of the most farthest sides of the world.
Yeah, we're very excited. Every time we've been to Australia, it's been a lot of fun. Everyone's very cool, very supportive of the band. Last time was a great experience. So, and not to mention we've been off the road for a couple months, so we're kind of ready to get back in touring mode. And the weather's great. Everything's lining up to be a fun year, and we're excited, man. We're starting in Australia with Black Sabbath, and, we couldn't really ask for more, man. They're a legendary band. They're on their last tour. We get to be a part of it. We get to finish our show and then stand on the side of the stage and watch them play every night. That's going to be awesome.
Absolutely, because it definitely is a dream come true for a band like Five Finger Death Punch to basically open for a legendary band like Black Sabbath.
Absolutely. I mean, we grew up listening to those guys, and the Ozzy solo stuff as well. So we're huge fans. I mean, they're legends. They've been around forever, and it's sad to see them to call it a day, but at some point, it has to happen. And we're honored to be a part of the last tour, for sure.
Awesome, man. And with the 7 dates, in the Australia, you have 2 of them, which is obviously the headlining ones, and the rest 5 of them are with Black Sabbath. I kind of felt that the intention of doing 2 headline shows was, but you guys didn't want to waste time in Australia. You just want to go on and kill it every day.
Well, it'll be a good change of pace. Like, we'll play shorter set times when we play with Sabbath, and then when we do the headlining thing, it'll be full set, which is it's a lot of fun to do that. But, certainly doing short and sweet sets and then getting to watch Sabbath, that's going to be a lot of fun, man. It'll be in huge, huge places. So I'm looking forward to both. I don't favor one over the other. I think they complement each other great. It's a good change of pace for us. Keeps everything, fun and fresh.
Absolutely. In fact, I saw you guys live at Hanover in November with Papa Roach. And, I was part of, basically was there right from the time you guys did your stage to sound check to everything. So there's a hell lot of work which goes behind the scenes when it comes to Five Finger Death Punch. I mean, even your live shows are grand. You got a great, monstrous stage production team and so on. So how much of a work does go behind the Five Finger Death Punch show, which I'm sure fans are not aware of?
Well, yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of planning, man, and a lot of hard work, a lot of compromise, and a lot of people just pulling long hours to make it all come together. But, we try to really push the live show and make it exciting, visually exciting, and so people leave the concert going, man, dude, I went to that show, and it was awesome. You have to go check it out. Because if not, what's the point in doing it, in my opinion? I mean, there's so many bands out there doing it that you have to try to keep it stimulating to people, because if not, you're just another band out there playing.
Right. True, I can imagine that. And being a drummer myself, I always wondered that, has it ever been an incident where you have broken your sticks on stage, let's say accidentally?
Oh, yeah, it happens. I break them all the time. I drop them, too. Sometimes I'll just miss a hi-hat and I drop a stick, just have a moment where you're doing a fill and it, you clank it on the rim or something and you lose control of the stick. It happens. I mean, it's rare to have a perfect show without something happening like that. But, I just try to, it's all about the recovery, really. It's how fast you can get back to what you're supposed to be doing without, advertising it too much to people and letting them know, oh, hey, man, you must have made a mistake.
That's right. Now, when you did a recent European tour, you guys played a long set. You even had a drum solo included in the middle. So talking about the upcoming gigs in Australia, would that be an hour-long set for you guys as well, or it'll be kind of shortened due to Sabbath doing, majority of the time?
It'll be shorter, I think. Obviously we'll play as long as we can, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be an hour. It'll probably be less.
Okay.
I'm really not sure exactly of the details of the time, but if we get to play an hour, that'd be killer. certainly the headlining shows will be the full show, and we'll get to play as long as we want.
Awesome, man. And it's really a great achievement for a band. Like you guys got the Soldiers Appreciation Award from the Association of United States Army. So that's something very special because the only musician to ever receive this, I think, was Elvis Presley.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. What an honor that was, and a surprise. I found out that Elvis was the only other person that received that. So we were. It's a huge honor, but it's humbling, and it's cool. It's something I never thought would happen. So what a great bonus thing to have happen to us. It's something that we'd never planned on.
That's right, but you guys have always had a lot of love and honor for your veterans and also the service members, and that is reflecting through the music which you guys have written, which touch the lives. So it's again an indication that you guys are musicians and your music is touching people.
Yeah, we've always had a great relationship with the military, and it really grew even more when we finally got to go play for the troops, like in Iraq and stuff. That was life-changing stuff, like history. We'll never forget some of those moments, and just to see the look on their faces and how excited they were when we were there playing, and the energy they brought to those shows, man, it was some of the best touring we've ever done, man. So I'll never forget it. And we always try to do it whenever we can, whenever the schedule allows for it, and hopefully there'll be more of that in the future.
Awesome, man. And, even it's interesting to see where the band is heading, going from here. It's been 6 months since the Got Your Six came out, and I'm sure you guys are going to tour insanely in support of the album for maybe another 1 year.
Yeah, I think we'll probably be out the rest of the year doing it, like I said. Yeah, probably through even up to the holidays, and then we'll figure out what's next. We've kind of talked about what we're thinking about doing, but nothing's really happening yet. So now it's just all about touring, and promoting Got Your Six. And so far, it's been going great. Positive responses. We've been selling a lot, so we're happy, man. Things are good right now.
Awesome, man. You also have an upcoming, headlining festivals in US. And when we talk about European festivals, how long do you think? For you're already established in States as in one of the, a main headlining band. But when we talk about Europe, how long do you think will it take Five Finger to basically headline, let's say, festivals like Wacken or Hellfest?
Well, it's hard to say. Certainly we're growing more and more there every year, and I'm liking where it's going. It seems like a lot of people are turning out to the shows, and I think we're getting closer. I really don't know as far as the timetable when it's going to happen, but certainly I hope it does. That would be a huge honor, man, and what an accomplishment. We wanted to headline festivals all over the world, man. So if that gets to happen, that's going to be great. I do think that we're moving in the right direction, and we're not going to stop until we get there.
Awesome, man, because the moment I saw you guys at Hanover, I knew I'm in for a treat. 5,000 metalheads banging their head over the tunes is an indication that your fan base in Europe is just growing bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it sure is getting bigger, man. It's cool. Like the touring we just finished up doing over there, most of the shows were sold out. Big crowds, man. So things are building nicely everywhere, and we really can't ask for more.
Absolutely, man. No, like you said, that you guys haven't thought about anything ahead in terms of new music, but it's just going to be about tour. And I assume you guys prefer to write on road, so would that be the case this year, or you're just going to take it easy and probably start somewhere next year?
No, we always write. We've even been messing with some ideas during our off time. Nothing serious, but, it's we always try to keep that muscle flexed and and always try to just always write stuff and jam on ideas or whatever. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll do some writing on the road. I don't know how serious we'll get into it. You try to do it when there's time or when you're inspired, but, the main time is whenever you're uninterrupted and you can have blocks of time.
Right.
The road really doesn't allow for that. But we will dabble with some of that for sure. I really just don't know how much or when it will happen, but I do see that happening.
Awesome, man. And with the kind of, the way you guys have explored the heavy metal sound in all your previous albums, which direction personally would you prefer to take from here on in terms of songwriting, and what sort of love you've received from your fans?
Well, I'm not for sure where we're going to head as far as the direction. You know, I mean, we kind of sound like what we sound like at this point. I don't get huge drastic change. You never know, but we're pretty much comfortable sounding like what we sound like, with
right.
straight to the point, cute, twifty songs with relatable lyrics, heavy riffs. It's, you know.
Right, man. Absolutely.
So we're listening a wheel or anything, but we make music that we want to listen to.
That's the important thing here. So before we conclude, I mean, I want to know your take on the current presidential, campaign which is going on. Do you see Donald Trump as, doing it all, what he's planning to do?
Well, I pay attention to some of it. You can't really escape it. I find it entertaining at this point. Once the candidates are named and it gets down to the serious business, then I'll pay even further attention to it. Obviously, there's a lot of people that are up in arms about certain candidates, and or people that are running to try to be the candidates. So right now, I won't comment. But once we get closer, maybe I'll feel the need to comment. Right now, it's entertaining. Let's just say that. But we'll see how it all shakes out. It's definitely one of the more interesting races I've ever seen in my lifetime, for sure.
Awesome, man. Good to hear. I look forward to see you guys in Brisbane. Looking forward to have you guys back in Australia. You guys got a wonderful fan base here, and I'm sure, the month from now would be chaos in all the cities for sure.
It's going to be great, man. We're really excited, and I appreciate you talking to me, man. We're looking forward to getting there.
Thanks, dude. I'll catch you on road, and you have a wonderful, wonderful evening ahead.
All right, cool. Thanks. You too.
Goodbye.